Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every person you admire today has walked through the dark valley of defeat, doubt, and disappointment. What separates them from the rest is not luck, not privilege, but persistence. The power to rise again when everything seems broken. The strength to believe when no one else does. The courage to try again after the world has already labeled you a failure. Think of every setback as a seed. It may look dead, buried in the dirt, but in time, it becomes something alive, strong, and unstoppable. That's how fortune is built, not overnight, but over countless moments of falling and rising again. When Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before creating the light bulb, he didn't see failure, he saw progress. When J.K. Rowling was rejected by a dozen publishers, she didn't give up, she held on to her dream until the world believed too. Failure is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. It teaches you humility when you win too soon, patience when the world rushes ahead, and resilience when your spirit breaks. Every no you hear, every door that closes, every plan that fails, it's not rejection, it's redirection. Life is not saying you can't have it, life is saying, prove how much you want it. There will be nights you cry, days you doubt yourself, and moments you want to quit. But remember this: every step you take through the storm brings you closer to your victory. Fortune doesn't favor the talented, it favors the determined. Success is not about how many times you win, it's about how many times you refuse to lose. So if today you're facing failure, don't see it as the end of your story. See it as the beginning of your rise. Stand tall, wipe your tears, and tell the world, I'm not done yet. Because the truth is, fortune belongs to those who never stop moving, even when the road disappears. It belongs to those who believe in their purpose when no one else does. Your failures don't define you, your persistence does. Keep going, because one day, when the world celebrates your success, they'll call it destiny. But you'll know it was determination. Life will not always say yes to your plans. It will slam doors, turn dreams into delays, and test your patience until you begin to doubt yourself. But those who rise above these moments understand one truth: every no from life is just a test of how badly you want the yes. When life pushes you back, it's not rejection, it's redirection. When one road closes, it means there's a higher one waiting for you, but only if you're strong enough to climb again. The people who change their destiny are not those who get everything easily, they are the ones who keep moving forward after every fall. They don't wait for perfect conditions, they create their own chances. Think about it: every great inventor, every successful athlete, every leader who changed the world had one thing in common: they were told no hundreds of times before anyone ever said yes. But they didn't quit. They tried again. Life will sometimes break your heart, delay your goals, or make you feel invisible. But remember, a no doesn't mean never. It just means not yet. Every no you hear adds strength to your soul. It sharpens your focus, builds your patience, and prepares you for the blessing you've been waiting for. When life says no, it's not pushing you away, it's pushing you forward. Your journey will not be smooth. You will face people who doubt you, opportunities that disappear, and moments where giving up feels easier than holding on. But that's exactly when you need to rise. Because that's when your character is tested. Life's no is not meant to defeat you, it's meant to see if you have the courage to try again. So, when you face rejection, when you feel doors closing in your face, take a breath. Don't quit. Don't surrender. Instead, whisper to yourself, this is not the end. I will try to prove that no amount of failure can stop you. The truth is, the world belongs to those who keep trying. Every success story is built on a mountain of rejections. When you refuse to give up, you become unstoppable. You are no longer controlled by what happens to you, you are powered by what's inside you. So the next time life says no, smile back and say, "Watch me try again." Because persistence always wins where talent alone cannot. Keep moving forward, keep believing, and one day, life itself will say, "Yes, you've earned it." Every great person you admire, every champion, every legend, every name that shines in history started exactly where you are right now, as a beginner. They didn't know everything. They didn't have all the answers. They made mistakes, faced failures, and sometimes wanted to give up. But what made them different was one simple choice: they refused to quit. When you start something new, it's easy to feel lost. You compare yourself to others, you doubt your abilities, and you think, maybe I'm not good enough. But remember, no one begins as a master. Every champion, before they became great, struggled, failed, and started again. The difference between ordinary people and legends is not talent, it's persistence. Champions are not born, they are built. They are built through long nights, countless rejections, and endless hours of practice when no one is watching. Every failure becomes their teacher, every mistake becomes a lesson, and every setback becomes fuel. They fall, they rise, they learn, and that's how they grow. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself that your current struggle is shaping your future strength. Every time you fail, you're not starting over from zero, you're starting over with experience. Each try brings you one step closer to success. The process may be painful, but the reward is worth it. Think about every athlete, every musician, every leader who changed the world. None of them started perfect. They practiced when others rested. They kept going when others quit. They had moments of doubt, but they never let those doubts define them. That's what made them champions. So, if you're struggling right now, good. That means you're growing. That means you're on the same path every champion once walked. Your hard days are not signs of weakness, they're signs of progress. Don't rush your journey. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Focus on your grind. Trust the process. Every champion was once a beginner who made a decision: I will not give up, no matter how hard it gets. That decision changed everything. Because once you refuse to quit. Remember, your dream doesn't need perfection, it needs persistence. Every failure you face is a step forward. Every time you rise again, you prove that you're built for greatness. Keep going, even when no one believes in you. Keep going, even when the world doubts you. Because one day, the same world that ignored your struggle will celebrate your success. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Stay patient, stay consistent, and never stop believing. Because every champion, every success story, every legend started as a beginner. Just like you.